Welcome to this episode of the Morning Tea Marketing Missus, where we have a conversation about a topic, and we are on the topic of health and wellness, and we move around a few different comments and subjects on that particular subject. But our purpose is to offer valuable tips to small business owners and sole traders and entrepreneurs, so they hopefully have a more healthy business. They get to be seen online and they get to attract the right people. We have our usual host, Narelle Gaddy. Narelle is an accessibility auditor. Myself, I am a speaker coach and sales coach. We've got Kate Smith, who's a graphic designer, and Jan Roche's business, BizConnect and Over 50s Health. Welcome, ladies. This is a great conversation this month. I'm really looking forward to what Jan's got to share.
Thank you, Janine.
As being the health lady.
Yeah. Yes, I am in this health industry, Over 50s Health being my business, and the focus for my business is to work with those who are conscious of their health and want to work on that. So we focus on strength, nutrition, heart and mind health. So that's all fantastic. I do love it. This month we're talking about self-care, and that is crucial for everyone, especially for women in business who often juggle multiple responsibilities and face unique challenges. We're all unique, so we all have unique challenges. So taking care of yourself isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity for maintaining overall well-being and achieving success in both personal and professional life. So I've got a few points that all covers, and the first one is physical health. Of course, I'm going to talk about physical health. I just love it. I love strength training. I love what it does for me and my body, but I also love seeing when I'm teaching someone correct technique on a squat or whatever it might be, just seeing the look on their face when they realise that, hey, now they can do that thing properly and it didn't hurt their back, and it's terrific. I love all that stuff. So prioritizing exercise, regular exercise. So if you can get 3 times a week where you're doing some resistance exercise, taking care of your cardio health. But for me, I just go for a walk along the waterfront. You're never going to see me get on a treadmill. Forget it. I'm out walking along the waterfront. So healthy eating. So having a good nutrition plan where we're getting enough protein, carbs and fats, and sufficient sleep. So we can be, over the years, people have been taught or misunderstood what they have heard, thinking that they have to crazily exercise. But let me tell you, you cannot you can't, what's the saying? Oh my gosh, I forgot the saying. You can't, you shouldn't over-exercise. You need to be focusing on your nutrition as well. So you actually will get better results through your nutrition and adding in some resistance training. You can't out-train a bad diet is what I was.
That's it.
Thank you. It just disappeared as soon as it came to me. So physical well-being forms the foundation for mental and emotional health. So giving you energy and vitality to tackle the challenges that you have in everyday life, but especially in the business world. When we're thinking about your emotional well-being, managing stress effectively through techniques like mindfulness, meditation, engaging in hobbies that you might enjoy is another good thing. It's essential to recognize and address your emotions, seeking support from mentors, friends, or other professional counselors when needed. Sometimes just going and having a cuppa with a girlfriend and just talking about whatever's going on is good therapy too. Setting boundaries. So saying no if you need to say no. It's a big thing. I took many, many years to get to the point where I now can say no, because I recognise that I've got too much on my plate. And as much as I love people feeling great and me wanting to make sure everybody else is doing okay, I still need to make sure that I'm doing okay too. So you still have to fill your own bucket so that you're going to be able to help everybody else around you. So
what do they say? Fill your cup from your overflow.
That's,
yeah.
yeah. So learn to say no when necessary, establish boundaries to prevent burnout. It's okay to delegate tasks. So if you have a team that works for you, that's fantastic. You can do that delegation. Or if you don't have a team working for you, find outsource in some way. But the big one is asking for help when you need it. Or and not even getting to the point where you're so burnt out or want to throw your hands up and walk away from everything. Learn to ask for help before you get to that point. Set limits on your availability to maintain your health and a healthy work-life balance. Personal development is another thing when it comes to self-care. So you can invest in continuing to learn, develop new skills, enhance your professional growth and confidence. Last week or the week, whenever it was, we were recently talking about confidence in networking. And so the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So you get more confident when you're doing it more often. So this could involve attending workshops or, reading books, looking for opportunities for mentorship. There's lots and lots of great people around that we can learn from. And you can actually even be a good teacher yourself. Connection.
Teaching by example is a great way to do that too, Jen.
Absolutely. Nurture relationships with colleagues, with mentors, with other women in business. You can even have really good connections with other women. And it's not just women, but us being women, we tend to be able to form relationships with other women for support. So they don't even have to be in the same industry as you. It just might be somebody that is there that really you can really connect with and talk with, which is fantastic. So networking provides support, guidance, valuable opportunities for collaboration and career advancement even. So, and importantly, self-compassion. And I don't mean making excuses as to why you shouldn't push yourself to go to the gym or push yourself in any way, but knowing the difference. It's like, when I'm training someone, I teach them to understand the difference between, if they're getting some pain, is it muscle soreness or is it skeletal, where you're actually hurting yourself, you're doing more damage if you continue to do that particular exercise. So just understanding the difference. So yeah, don't be too soft on yourself so that you're never going to achieve anything, but understand that, there's a difference between just being a sookie lala or being a bit like or whatever.
I did that yesterday afternoon, Jan. I was going to go for a walk. I do 5,000 steps before breakfast each morning. Didn't do it yesterday morning. Thought I'll go in the afternoon, and it's just too hot and muggy. Yeah. So I did 45 minutes workout in the pool, walking in the pool. And that way it's sort of, it was much better. The feet didn't hurt. It was, okay, this is it's not even really a compromise. It was an alternative. Yeah.
Modification.
Absolutely. And let's face it, it's been really stinky hot and muggy, hasn't it? So that was really good way to get around getting your steps, or at least getting some movement and some exercise. And in the pool, it's a little more resistance too, isn't it?
Yes, most definitely. Yeah. Plus it was much better weather.
Daily. And look, I normally I do 4 training sessions a week. So I do squat Monday, bench Wednesday, deadlift Friday, and I usually do a second bench session on Saturdays. But I had a lady who was going to train with me, and she couldn't do it till Sunday. So I thought, okay, I watched a powerlifting comp on TV instead. there was a Oceania event in Nauru that I could have been there reffing, but I didn't. Anyway, I watched it on telly, and we trained on Sunday, and it was really fantastic. She's got a powerlifting comp in 4 weeks' time, so she's doing some pretty heavy weights at the moment, being 4 weeks out. And so it's great, like for me, to train with people who are doing those heavy weights versus working with clients who are, in their 80s and frail and just learning, building up some strength. So it's my passion. I love it, and I know how it makes me feel and all of that. So yeah, it was really good to have that yesterday. And then of course I've done squats again today. So it's always fun. But I really love celebrating your achievements. Like it's not just puff your chest out, big boast, look at me. That's not what it's about at all. And I used to say, and one of my coaches years ago, used to say I've got such a big ego, and he corrected me and he said, it's not an ego, but it's a knowing. And so I know what I can achieve. In fact, I don't know really what I can achieve, because until you push yourself past the limit of what you achieved before, there's a new limit for you. So
That's a good point, Jan,
yeah,
because
so
how
that's
do you got to keep testing those boundaries, don't you?
yeah, absolutely. So with strength training, you're testing your 1RM or your 1 rep max, what the heaviest you can lift in a particular discipline. And I just love it. And yeah, I'm competitive, and I still think it's an ego thing, but he helped me to understand that it's a knowing. So yeah, I really
great. No, I like that.
yeah. So celebrate that, celebrate your achievements, acknowledge your efforts, because sometimes it's really hard to even get out of bed, let alone go and take on some stuff that it's a lot mentally and physically for you. So regardless of your outcomes, you've got to celebrate and acknowledge how great you've been.
Totally. This is like, a lot of people talk about gratitude practices, but being proud of yourself. So I had a therapist once who told me, write down 3 things you're proud of yourself before bed every day. And it can be, I made myself a nice cup of tea. Maybe it was a tough day and that's the best you could do. Write it down. My self-esteem was in the toilet at that time. That simple exercise just did wonders for me. So yeah, gratitude, awesome. But being proud of yourself, it's really powerful, and do it intentionally is
that's a
changed
really good one.
everything.
Yeah. Fantastic.
They found that if you do things for other people, that improves your mental health as well.
Yeah.
So busy doing it for someone else.
Yeah. And just one thing to remember, prioritizing self-care isn't selfish. It's a strategic investment in your overall success and happiness.
Yeah, most definitely. There's so many things there that people can take away, Jan, and I'm sure they're going to listen through them again and go, oh, here's a list of those points. It's such an important subject, and I know we've got a couple more conversations on that this month as to the things that we can do to support our self-care. Thank you. That's awesome. And that's another conversation with the Morning Tea Marketing Misses. Remember to visit YouTube channel and subscribe. If you see us on any social media, then make a comment and like us. We'd love you to do that and share across to other people. Have a fantastic month, week, year, whatever it is until you see us next. I'm sure it's just going to be a week, but there you go. Bye.
Bye.